4 days. We have 4 days until it's officially spring. Today is March the 16th, 3:16. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. John 3:16. March 3:16. Good morning, YouTube, my beautiful, wonderful, glorious, simply amazing, precious brothers and sisters. Gather around on this beautiful day. Pull up a chair. Let me know what you're going to share with Pastor Dave as we begin our day together. I've got my coffee with cream. How do you take your coffee? Are you having coffee with Pastor Dave? I want to know in the comment section below. Let me know, how are you beginning your day with Pastor Dave? Do that now in the comment section. What's going on in the world? What's going on in the news today? We're going to go to the news in just one moment. Ministry announcements. I'll be out in the city of Flint and Pontiac today, so keep this ministry lifted up in prayer. Ministry acknowledgments. There have been no offerings to our ministry and outreach, God's ministry, to the homeless, to acknowledge today, if you find it in your heart, to support this ministry to the homeless of the inner cities. I'll put all the links below. Now, what's going on in the news? Homeless people give guns, shotguns to the homeless? What's in the news for this morning? Armed homeless with shotguns to reduce crime, U.S. Senate hopeful says, and this is coming out of Michigan, give the homeless shotguns. I want to get your opinion on this 3/16, March the 16th. A U.S. Senate candidate in Michigan has proposed a plan to arm homeless people with shotguns in a bid to reduce crime. Brian Ellison, a Libertarian candidate who is expected to be the party's candidate in the upcoming midterm election, said homeless people are often at risk of becoming victims, and that's very true now. I will agree with that. That's very, very true. Victims of violent crimes, and one way to prevent that is by providing them with firearms. I want to get your opinion on this. Why don't we provide them with housing? Why don't we provide them with clothing? Why don't we provide them with food? We'll talk about firearms later. Why don't the police, instead of harassing them, why don't the police protect them? They have firearms. He would be challenging Democratic incumbent Debbie Stabenow for the U.S. Senate seat in November if he wins the Libertarian Party's candidate. Debbie Stabenow has got to go. She's got to go. But I don't know about this story. Ellison told The Guardian that although he thinks pistols for the homeless people would be ideal due to stringent gun laws, shotguns are the only alternative for them. Just a quick... a lot of the veterans, a good number of them are, a lot of the homeless, rather, a good number of them are veterans that are trained in the safe use of firearms. But why don't we provide food? Let me get your opinion on this story below. And this coming in this morning, 7 dead in U.S. military helicopter crash near Iraq border, officials say. Let me bring you to this story. Very sad. Let me see if we can get this to play.
All 7 people on board the military helicopter that crashed in Iraq are dead. The HH-60 Pave Hawk went down after hitting a power line near the Syrian border. The chopper was not on a combat mission, and there was no indication of hostile fire. This is the first deadly aviation accident for American forces during the ISIS war since 2014.
Since 2014. And one more story. This I seen yesterday. I was watching Fox News. Florida bridge collapse seemed like a bomb had exploded, witnesses say. Another recounts bloody boy begging for help. A little boy in the back of the crushed vehicle. She's seen his hand. And let's see if we get this to play this morning.
You were explaining before the news conference there, Leonette, that you heard the noise and went running over there, and I was curious to know what you saw in the very early going.
Well, We just heard the noise, and my husband and I and one of the workers started running that way, begging basically everybody that was inside their cars to come and help us find whoever was, trapped inside the cars, because we hadn't gotten to the bridge per se, and know that there's not much you can do when you see a bridge that weighs about 900 tons on top of cars that look basically like sardine cans at that moment. My husband saw that two of the construction workers were attached with their harnesses to the top of the bridge, and he ran. He is a Miami-Dade police officer, so he has experience with CPR, and he has experience with resuscitation processes. So
I just want to bring you this this morning, and we'll be right back. Well, that's your morning news and coffee with Pastor Dave. Heading out to Flint, Michigan and Pontiac, keep our ministry lifted up in prayer. I'll put all the links below to how you can support our ministry and outreach to the homeless. Brother Michael, Soldiers for Christ. I found my hat. God bless you all.